Michigan's defense has 3 players, but we know who's at the top, and I can't imagine you're not picking him for your most NFL ready, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Aiden Hutchinson, 14 sacks, 4 sacks in the last 2 games. An All-American, just like his dad, wears the number 97. And I didn't really think of it until his dad told me, Chris Hutchinson. He reminds you of a Bosa brother. He reminds you of, any edge player you can name in recent years that have come off the edge. J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. He's that kind of guy. Watching him live, you have to appreciate him watching him live. You don't get the full taste of him on TV, I don't think. Having seen him in a couple of games, he can bull rush, he can finesse you, he can spin, he can swim. I've seen him push 325-pound tackles into the quarterback, and he's motivated. I hate to use this word as a cliche, but the motor. He's got the motor off the field. He's a great talker. He's going to be somebody's #1 overall pick as it stands right now. And for a Georgia offense that's, sort of challenged, certainly not the strongest point of that team, that's going to be a huge factor for Georgia and how they handle him. I was listening to Jamari Sawyer today on the Zoom call, or yesterday, one of the tackles. He said, I go against him every day, meaning he faces those guys on that Georgia defense. He was kind of saying it as an anecdote, but he goes against that kind of talent every day in practice against the Georgia defense. So he's ready.
So 3 players from Michigan in the first round mock, 3 players from Georgia on defense in the first round mock. No offensive players from either team in the first round of Ryan's mock. Brady, who would you go with as the most NFL ready on the Michigan offense?
Yeah, by the way, if that tells you anything, maybe thinking the under here between these 2 teams in this particular matchup. But in looking at this Michigan offense, really, it's the running backs, and you could say Blake Corum, but he didn't have quite as many carries and play quite as much this year. And plus, I believe he's a sophomore, so he's still going to wait a little time. Hassan Haskins is who stood out to me. Over 1,200 yards rushing this season, 20 touchdowns, a 6'1", 220 pounds. He's still raw at the position. People tend to forget he came to Michigan as a linebacker, and so he's converted to running back, and you can see some of that in his physical nature of play. He is a north and south runner. He's strong at the point of attack, running through, breaking many tackles. When he gets in the open field, he likes to use that stiff arm, but again, he's still a work in progress at the running back position. He does have that top-end speed you're looking for. He can make a little lateral movement to make you miss, but I think his best football is still ahead of him. But he's going to be a huge key, in my opinion, into this game as to whether or not Michigan has any shot at keeping this thing close and being able to pull off the upset versus Georgia.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.